visit. We're at the beach. It's a nice, beautiful day. Not too many people on this end of the beach. Just wanted to share a little bit about something that happened to us at the beach when we were on vacation in Kauai with my family. I had asked my children, because it was a gift to my kids that we went on this trip. My son turned 21 this year, and my daughter will be turning 18. And Eric and I turned 50. Oh my gosh. But so it was kind of a milestone vacation for us. And during the trip, we asked our kids, what would make this trip complete for you? What are some things that you would feel blessed with? So, my son shared about how he wanted to capture some videos at certain sites, and so we did that. And then my daughter shared that she would like to find a special shell, and there's a special shell, or there's a shell called the cowrie shell, and she just wanted to collect some of those. And so during our trip, we made an effort to go and make sure that these things were accomplished, so that we felt like the vacation was worthwhile, and that they would be satisfied with their trip. And so, in the middle of the vacation, we were saying, oh, well, Faith didn't get to find her shell yet. And so we went to the beach and we were looking around, and Faith and Eric went into the water, and I was at the shore, just kind of putzing around and looking on the sand and hoping and wishing that I would find this for her. And so during my walk on the shore, I just kind of prayed to the Lord. I said, Lord, it would be such a blessing if you could just bless me with finding a shell here, and that way I could bless Faith, and if she knew that I'm praying this, and that you would answer it, that she would know how beloved she is. So Lord, Father God, can you do this for me? And in that prayer, I felt a little selfish. Like I was going, oh, there are so many other things I could be praying for, but this seems so piddly, praying for a shell. And so I said, okay, God, this is kind of silly, but I know you've blessed me in the past. Eric can attest to our visits to the beach where I would pray for, I really want to see a dolphin, and a dolphin will come jump in and do flips on the air. And I would say, oh, it'd be so cool if another creature came out, and a seal would come out and say hi and then and swim back in. And so Eric can attest to my little prayers at the beach and how the Lord is faithful in blessing me. And so I thought, okay, God, you don't have to do this, but that would be really nice if she had something to just show how beloved she is. And so I was walking around looking at, and the hour that we were there, nothing. And so I was a little bit disappointed and a little bit, sitting there going, okay, well, that's okay. We'll go somewhere else and we'll find it somewhere. So I was just kind of wrapping up, and Faith and Eric were on their way back from this little patch of coral, and I just felt like, well, maybe God's not going to give it to me just rolling up on the shore. Maybe I have to dig for it. Maybe I have to stick my hand in. So as I thought that, I was like, okay, well, I'll just stick my hand in and see what happens. And so I stuck my hand into the sand, and I kid you not, the moment I picked up my hand, I lifted it up and found this shell. And this is the shell that she had wanted. And so I was just like, huh? How could that be? Really? And even though as I prayed it, I believed that the Lord could do it, when it happened, I was still it was very incredulous. And so I sat there and said, it's a freak thing. Maybe I just should have been digging from the beginning. Maybe I'm just like standing in a patch where there's so many shells around me. So I started digging, and I must have put my hand in the sand at least 30 times and nothing. So that first time I stuck my hand in the sand and the cowrie shell came up, what are the odds? And so when Faith and Eric came out of the water, I shared with her, what I had prayed and, what I was thinking. And I said, you know what, Faith, this is what happened. And I gave her the shell, and she was so happy. And her response was, this is a special shell. And that was what she had prayed for. And that was what she had wished for on this trip, that she would find a special shell. So I just want to encourage you with that the Lord, as much as we desire to give good gifts to our kids, the Lord desires that for us as well. So it reminds me of the passage in Matthew 7:7.
Ask, and it will be given to you.
Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks, the door will be open. Which of you, if your son or daughter asks for bread, you will give him a stone? Or if he or she asks for a fish, you will give him a snake? If you then, though you are evil, we are sinful, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? Wow, isn't that amazing that, my heart's desire was to bless Faith and to bless her to that place where she would know the goodness and the love of the Lord. I just want to turn your attention to another passage in James 4. It says, you do not have because you do not ask. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. So really the Lord looks at our motives when we are praying and when we are asking, that our motives shouldn't be for our own pleasures or our own desires, but really for the Lord to be known and for his love to be manifested in us. So I hope you're encouraged by my words, and I hope that it blesses you. We look forward to seeing you again.